The drugstore finally gave us a new foundation and a new concealer. Today we are trying out the brand new Maybelline Plump and Glow Lifter Foundation as well as the Lifter Serum Corrector. It's called the corrector, but obviously it's a concealer. We're going to go over everything that is behind this. We're going to do a wear test and let's see if this is worth your money. With that said, grab your cafecito and let's jump right into today's review. I literally just got these in the mail today and I was like, I need to sit down and film this because I've been waiting on this to launch for a few days and it's finally here. I have it in my hands. I'm going to be sharing with you the details of the foundation and then we can go into the concealer. So obviously this is brand new by Maybelline. The foundation is retailing for $15.99 at Ulta. Walmart and Target usually carries it for a little bit cheaper. It comes in 24 different shades. I picked up the shade 220, which is my typical shade. We'll see how it matches, but usually that's what I go for in any Maybelline foundation. This is called the Lifter Plump and Glow Foundation with hyaluronic acid. The summary says Maybelline Lifter Foundation, a 90% skincare formula with niacinamide and hyaluronic acid for plumpy and glowy skin. And this one contains a 90% skincare formula. So I'm guessing this is going to be light to medium coverage and it's supposed to deeply hydrate and plump the skin and minimize the look of wrinkles. Can build on this coverage from a sheer natural glow to a more full coverage finish. Layer effortlessly without ever looking cakey or heavy. Let's get right into it. We're going to do one side with a sponge and one side with a brush. And we're going to see if we can layer this on. Also, the packaging is very cute. It's very like neutral, like very on trend. I have here, I think I did 3 pumps because the pumps on this are very, very small. So let's see what we can get out of this little Maybelline foundation, okay? First, let me prep my skin. Because this is going to be a more glowy foundation, I'm going in with my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. This is going to mattify my skin, so hopefully I don't get too oily throughout the day. And then once I lay that down, I'm going to let that sink and set for at least like 2 minutes. That way it doesn't like mess with the foundation or anything. It's been a few minutes. We're gonna go right in with the foundation. Oh my gosh, that is actually a really good match. It matches my neck almost to a T. Okay. I'm gonna blend this in, tapping it in with my brush. So first impressions, that blends out really easily and it's definitely, I would say, light coverage. You can still see a little bit of my imperfections right here, which may not pick up on camera, but in person I can definitely see it. And it's not crazy, not hydrating, but it's not too dewy, what I was expecting. I feel like this has more of a like semi-matte finish, which is interesting. So there is the completed blended foundation with a foundation brush. First impressions, I like it so far. It's definitely a little luminous, like more when I see it up close, but it's not as dewy as I thought. I thought this might be a close dupe to the House Labs foundation, but House Labs is a lot more dewy than this. For me, as an oily skin girly, I like this because I know that this is not going to make me greasy at the end of the day. But let's move on to this side with a sponge. I'm going to pick up the leftover with my sponge. We're going to go right in. Okay, so I definitely see obviously that this is going to go on a little more sheer, which is to be expected with a sponge. So I'm just going to go back with my brush and just like reapply it on the areas where I want more coverage. So let's see if this builds up nicely. So far, honestly, I'm really liking this foundation. It's sitting really nice on the skin. We're going to move on to the concealer. Now for the Lifter Serum Concealer, this one comes in 18 options for $13.99. Maybelline Lifter Serum Concealer Bright Full Coverage with 2% peptides for bright under eyes instantly and over time. This is in the shade 50. I hope I made a good choice. By the way, the little, ¿cómo se dice? The little wand is interesting. It's very short and stubby, but that kind of allows you to get like right under here. So I guess that's kind of cool. Okay. I'm going to go pretty heavy-handed with this. Let's see how it looks. A little definitely goes a very long way. It picks up a ton of products. Look at that. That was one insert and that picked up a ton. I could do both eyes with one, which is really nice. Let's go in and blend this. So there is one eye done. Let's look at this and see. I mean, it's definitely giving, I would say it's like medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's like full coverage. When I think of full coverage, I think of Anastasia Beverly Hills. That is one full coverage concealer that's like you don't need anything, but it's not bad. I don't know. I mean the formula is okay. It's not crazy hydrating, but it looks nice under the eyes. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other side. And I'm going to use a brush on this eye. Let's see if we can tell a difference. Honestly, they both look the same, but yes, this one, because I added a ton more, it has more coverage. And I'm standing by the fact that it's not a full coverage concealer, but it's nice. I think it's, I mean, it looks really pretty. Look at that. It's hydrating to a point, you know? Let's go in and set. I'm not going to do a cream bronzer or anything. I'm just going to do powder for today. I don't know. I'm just not feeling the cream bronzer and the blush today. I'm going to set with my kimchi powder. This is how the skin is looking after I have powdered it. I'm going to go ahead and add my powder bronzer and powder blush on top. I'm going to let y'all just watch it and then we can look at the skin to see how it looks layered up. So far it looks really good, but I'm not like obsessed with it. It's good, but I'm not like blown, you know? All right, so this is how the skin is looking. I have not set it besides the under eyes with blush and bronzer and a little bit of nose contour, which I still need to finish. I think it looks really good. Like my skin overall looks very soft, very velvety. It doesn't look overly hydrating, so it's a little confusing that it says that it's extremely hydrating, but as an oily skin person, I personally appreciate that. The under eyes look very nice. I definitely think that I will use it with a corrector from here on out because it is not as full coverage as I like it to be, but I think it's perfect for every day, and it doesn't feel super drying, but it's not super hydrating either. So I would say it's somewhere in between for me. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my eyes off camera. So it's been about maybe 30 to, no, maybe close to 40 minutes since I put on the foundation. So you can see I am back with a very bold look. This should be up next. So what do we think so far? Honestly, it's all right. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, if anything. I guess I was expecting for this to be like an extremely hydrating foundation, which is not, and I'm happy about that because as an oily skin girly, like I can't do too dewy of a foundation. I think if you're oily or mixed, you can definitely get away with using this. It doesn't dry down, so I did have to dry it down or powder it down a little bit. It was getting oily on me right here, which is normal. Like, foundations just get oily on me regardless. But I'm not obsessed with it. Like, I needed to be completely obsessed with this foundation, and I'm not. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it on. It is kind of late. It is 2:57 p.m. But either way, I mean, even 3 hours of wear should tell me more than enough if I'm gonna love this foundation. And same thing with the concealer. It's all right, you know, nothing crazy, nothing new. I'm not obsessed. I still prefer my House Labs over this, and I thought they were going to be very similar. So I will be back with a final update, so stay tuned. I'm sorry, I'm not in the best lighting, but it's been a few days since I've been wearing the Maybelline foundation. I totally forgot to show you how it wore after, but I'm gonna give you a quick little update. So this is how my skin looks in natural light. This is real skin, y'all. Pores, texture, and everything. As you can see, I'm pretty oily in this area right there. But other than that, it looks pretty nice. It wears very nice, like a typical foundation if you set and prep the right way. I'm not gonna say run and buy it. It's nothing different, nothing new, but I do think it's pretty. I just don't think it's like crazy good, you know? It's all right. So am I telling you to go run and buy it now? No. Do you need it? No. But if you're looking for a new foundation, it's worth checking out. I think it is more friendly towards like oily skin because it's definitely not super hydrating. So those are my 2 cents. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.